Ooh, what happened to me? There we go. That's better. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you all for being here. Vladimir, Carnifexia, Jackie, good evening to you all. Alright, the first thing I want to do, since like apparently there's a lot of two-handed swords on offer, I want to go to Undercity and I want to train swords. I did get some of the the silver that I sent over from our bank alt. So we have 1 gold, 9 silver now. Should be enough to get the weapon skills we need. Alex, welcome back, man. Ibony, hello. Clint, good evening. Thought about doing Rage Fire tonight, but I'm not sure. Because I really don't want to tank it. Alex, you should roll a I saw that you wanted to do a Warlock. You should do a Warlock, man. If Warlock is your passion, you really want to be a Warlock, you should definitely go Warlock. We'll find people to tank. It's not a big deal. And then on a Warlock, if we're gonna run and like things go to crap, you can sacrifice your pet and we can get out. Dark Zone, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. Weapon trainer in the Undercity. I have no idea where they're at. Let's go ahead and ask our abomination buddy here. They are in the War Quarter, which I guess makes sense when you think about it. Robert, hello. Lisa, good evening. Oh, Ryan, not this again. Not again. It just gets boring, brother. John, good evening to you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I really only want two-handed swords right now. Eventually we'll get everything, but I don't want to waste the money. Alright, and then like for now, we have this, which is going to be a little bit of an upgrade. And it's enormous, which we like. Alright, now that that's done, we can head out. What level are we? Level 15. Is there any interest? It's probably too early in the stream to ask if there's any interest in RFC. I could ask in guild. I'm gonna gauge the interest in guild of an RFC run. I don't know if anybody's tanking or healing, so I'll throw it into Alex, you think you could tank it at 14, man? Why don't you do you want to bring the mage? Is the mage at level? I don't know if I'd want you to risk the warrior at such a low level. I'm not sure though. I don't remember what we were the last time we did RFC. Mage is only 12. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we might not do one tonight. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm like really feeling it. I'll wait a little bit and we'll just kind of gauge things in a little bit. Look at all the bodies. Oh no. Oh no. Those poor people. Yeah, it seems like tomorrow might be a better day. I feel like tomorrow more people will be at level where they are comfortable with it. Yeah, we're gonna go slap around some like low level stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the axe out on the bar, and we'll kind of swap between the two for a little bit. So we're not gonna be able to kill anything right away. We'll go find some dusk bats or the plague hounds to swing at for a bit. That'll be a good use of our time as people come into the stream. Did I go touch grass? Did I go outside? I did go outside for a little while. It's a very pleasant temperature outside because of all the rain we had and stuff like that. Like, there were a lot of biting bugs out. So I was only out there for a little while. I went out there 2 different times. I let the sun touch me. I felt the breeze. I still kind of want it to be about 10 degrees colder than it is. I want it to be cold enough that all of the bugs die. When it gets cold enough overnight that all of the bugs die, then I'll be happy. But yeah, usually we don't have a lot of like mosquitoes out during the day, but because of all the rain we'd had, I guess they like spawned. Billions of them must have spawned. Clint says, when I walked outside it was 99 degrees. I went back in. Yes, that's exactly what I would do. If I knew it was 99 degrees, I might avoid ever trying to walk outside. I don't even know if I'd give it like an effort. Let's see if she's got cool animations with the sword. Yeah. Oh yeah. She looks good with an axe and a sword. You guys definitely did not steer me wrong about the attack animations on the orc body type B. Oh, we actually might. Oh, we can kill this stuff. They're low enough level that we can kill it with the sword. Well, that's gonna make this pretty fast. Yeah, we can already crush these guys. How high are we having to get here? 75. Oh no, that's cooking. A two-handed sword. 75. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's not going to take very long. We have to get a mace pretty soon so we can start skilling up maces as well. I don't want to leave that like totally behind. Yeah, I'm really digging the orc female. I wasn't sure about any of the hairstyles at first, but this is the one I settled on, and I'm not disappointed. I kind of like it, especially because we only ever see the back of us anyway most of the time. It's probably the best hairstyle they have access to. I wish we can get like a few more hairstyles for all the races in Classic. I don't want the new character models in Classic, but I wouldn't mind some more options, like some more low-res options. I feel like right now we just don't have enough. There's a couple of races that just have nothing. The female orc is one of them. Like the hair options, they're all just kind of crappy in my opinion. This one's pretty good. Christopher, what character class am I going to do next? Well, I don't know. It's going to be a while because we're going to get all the way to 60 on this one. So we're talking about like 250 hours later. If I had to say, I'd probably go on a mage or a priest. If I had to decide right now. If we were hitting level 60 today, I would go on a mage or a priest. There is a totally bald option, yeah, which they look pretty good as, but I like to have the hair. They have a lot of like mostly bald options, like all of their hairstyles are mostly bald options, except for like one of them that just like doesn't really look that good, and I imagine like there'd be a lot of clipping through like the shoulder gear and stuff like that. And I hate clipping. I find it really distracting. I try to pick hairstyles that are off of the character's shoulders, so there's no clipping through the shoulder pads. The two-handed sword is nice. Yeah. The undead hanging jaw clips through the Defias mask? Oh, that really sucks. Yeah, Vincent, that does suck. I hate clipping. Clipping breaks immersion. So I try to do things that are not going to clip through my gear. Am I doing Fury with this character? Yeah, originally I thought I might try it. Right now we're leveling arms. Once we get to level 25, when we can actually dual wield, then I will think about maybe trying Fury. With doing Fury comes stance dancing. I don't think anybody like ever gets excited about stance dancing. I certainly don't. If you do get excited about stance dancing, you're probably one of the few in the proud. But I don't like it. I like when I can charge from any stance. I feel like charging from any stance is a warrior's God-given right. Titan-given right. And yeah. I hate having to stance just to charge. And also, like, if you don't take tactical mastery, you basically just don't get to use charge anymore. Because there's no point to charge in and then stance and then dump all the rage you gained. So yeah, I'm back and forth about it. Speak to Coleman. What is this? What is this? How have I not picked this quest up yet at level 15? John, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. Chantal, you just started playing retail, but you kind of find yourself wanting to play classic. You should play classic. Classic is, it's easier to learn the game. It's easier to get immersed while playing the game. And it just is it's a lot more straightforward than classic. I would always recommend, like, if you're new to WoW, it's a great time to come play classic and kind of learn about the game a bit before jumping into retail. And then you'll have a good point of comparison for, like, how much things have changed. And between the two versions, like, you're bound to find a version that you love. I don't know what I just picked up. Okay, maybe it's just another quest to do up here. We're gonna head up here. Yeah, I think we're gonna head up here. That's all we have to do. Oh, and we have, Scarlet Bodyguards. Scarlet Bodyguards. What is this? What is this with the... Oh, it's Captain Melrache. Okay. I forgot that, like, when we killed him, we didn't have the quest. We were just up there and we ended up helping somebody else do it, and we didn't do the quest yet. Well, let's go tackle that one first. Yeah. We should probably just, like, maybe follow the roads, I guess. I don't know. You almost feel invincible in retail? Yeah, unless you pull a bunch of guys. If you're pulling carefully in retail one at a time, it's like, yeah, it can be hard to die depending on what class you are. Although I die in retail all the time. It also depends in retail on, like, what expansion you're playing. But yeah, especially in Exile's Reach in like early game, it's like almost impossible to die till you get going a little bit. Lee, what do I think of the 11.0 rumors? A lot of people are saying it'll be a full overhaul of Kalimdor Eastern Kingdoms. Nah, I don't think they'll do that for 11.0. 11.0 is going to be the Southern Seas pirate expansion, and we're gonna go see the other side of Azeroth. So I don't think we're gonna get an overhaul of the core world in 11.0. I think when we come back from the other side of Azeroth in 12.0, when we come back, like something's gonna happen while we're away or something, and then maybe they'll do the graphical overhaul. Because they can't. It's not just a graphical overhaul. They have to progress all of the zones forward to the present day. So it's not as simple as just dropping in assets and dropping in new textures and stuff like that. Because they don't just have to do that, because then you're just gonna have reskinned Cataclysm zones. So they have to bring all of the stories forward, which means they probably have to revamp all the quest lines, which I don't see them doing. I don't know if I ever see them doing it, but I feel like just a graphical overhaul, like it wouldn't feel right, because then you're then what? Then you're still doing Cataclysm content, but with a graphical overhaul. Like it doesn't make sense to me for them to do it that way. But 11.0 is definitely going to be pirates, and you're going to get a boat. You've always wanted a boat, haven't you? I heard you always wanted to have a boat, like how Bobby has yachts made out of gold. Haven't you always wanted a yacht to sail around in World of Warcraft? Yeah, don't you like pirates? I heard you guys like pirates a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I wish they would remake the old world and redo everything one more time. Update all the stories and have it make sense for like a new player to venture through Elwyn Forest again, and have it be like current content that explains like the current state of the game and things that are relevant. But yeah, I don't think they will. My favorite class to play, Christopher, you're looking at it. Yeah, you're looking at it on the screen right now. Society, what class is that, man? I mean, I believe it. I think that a lot of people feel that way. Sometimes you get into an expansion, all of a sudden the class you love doesn't feel like your class anymore. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, it would probably be easier to just take the classic quest lines and do a graphical overhaul with that, because, like, a lot of the classic quest lines just kind of live alone in their zones, and they're not connected to any really big overarching A-plot. Whereas like the Cataclysm zones are very specifically about the Cataclysm and about the faction war that happened during Cataclysm. Oh, the faction war in Cataclysm, by the way, was much better than the faction war in BFA. You'd actually travel into zones and you would see the war happening like in the quest hubs. As opposed to BFA, which was just about, you know, the new lands. There was no faction war except in the crappy war campaigns. Cataclysm did a really good faction war. But that's part of what doesn't make it timeless, and that's part of what why they wouldn't just do a graphical rehaul of it. I think eventually they might remake the world, but like I said, they'd have to do a lot more than just update graphics and drop in character models and drop in buildings. They'd have to do a lot more. It would be a substantially heavy lift. And I think they'd probably have something big happen first. They'd probably have something really big happen first at the end of an expansion, and then at the beginning of the expansion, the next expansion would be when you see the overhaul. And at this point, they probably feel like they have to come up with a plot reason for it. They don't have to come up with a plot reason for it, but they feel like they do. I know they do. And so, yeah, like you'd have to see like another Deathwing thing, or maybe we all get transported to a parallel timeline where the Titans were never on Azeroth. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. So this might be tricky here. I might have to actually pay attention to what I'm doing a little bit. Because we could have some problems. Yeah, throughout BFA, you were just dealing with local problems. Like, the faction war was just like a side thing you did in the war campaigns. And the war campaigns were like highly time-gated, like kind of crappy content that wasn't really any good. Oh, she came running out of there. I could have swore she was running for me. I don't know where she's running to. That's the confusing part. You don't usually see mobs like running like that unless they've aggroed somebody. That was a little bit disturbing. Let's pull her back. Okay, yeah, this is this is not gonna happen. Well, hold on. Level 8, level 8. Ooh, we're in combat. Oh, hi there. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Totally zoomed out. Yeah, now we're zoomed out. We have little potions. I would feel much more confident in this if we had big potion. But we only have little potion. My other worry is that while I'm in here, what if stuff outside respawns and kind of floods in? That's kind of my other worry. Okay. Christopher, the story doesn't get interesting until Wrath. I kind of wish they'd left big story out of WoW. I wish that WoW would never have come to have like a big front and center A plot the way we see in Dragonflight, the way we saw in Shadowlands, the way we kind of saw in BFA. They started it like the big front and center A plot kind of started really deep with WoD. And then obviously Legion tried to have its big A plot. I kind of wish the game had stayed like local stories, local problems. Each zone has its own stuff going on. You feel like part of a world. I really wish they'd have gone the other way with it. What to do, what to do. Firstly, send out a guild invite. And then see what to do. Yeah. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, the massive crits. It's really great to be able to get good weapons. It's really great to be able to get good at level weapons every couple levels. Oh yeah, hey guys. The enemies respawn really quickly now. The enemies respawn super fast. Oh, Lord. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's a 5-second rule now. Don't stand around like I did and like stare at the wall where the named guys were at. They're gonna pop back up really quick. Battle for Azeroth. That's what BFA stands for. Alright, we're done with that. Yeah, it was like 5 seconds. It wasn't even a full 10 seconds, was it? Yeah, I asked for it too. I ranted the first day that they needed to put it to 10 seconds on the named guys. So if a named guy kills me, I actually asked for it. Yeah, on the warrior, you have to run like right away. Especially if you don't have a big potion up. Like you just got to make the choice to run pretty much immediately. There's not a lot of room for procrastinating. You just have to do it. We're capped out on herbalism. That's a sad reality. We have to get back to Brill. Thankfully, there is an herbalist in Brill, so we're gonna head back there right away. Because yeah, I don't wanna be picking things up and not getting skill ups. Ideally, we need to be getting skill ups. David, you got your Warlock killed at 13, almost 14 this morning. You're finding it kind of hard to motivate yourself for another one. Yeah, I mean, I think that there are like distinctly two different types of WoW players. They're the kind that, you know, we are okay when we lose a character, and there's the kind that aren't. And I don't know what the difference is, but I don't know if it's just like the amount of time we've played the game, because I know some people that are newer to the game and they don't seem to mind. Like for me, it's like I've played so many characters, and I've played the game for so long that like the additional challenge of knowing that it's a one life character, like that really appeals to me. So if I lose somebody, like I don't really mind. I want to go again, like right away. But yeah, everybody's different, and like it's definitely not a game mode that's for everybody. Because keep in mind that like a one life character is way outside of the intention for the game. You know, the game was never designed with the intention that you'd have one life. The game was designed that you would die a lot. That's why there are graveyards. That's why there's not like a lot of punishment for death besides the spirit run. So yeah. It's not even like you're playing a one life game that was designed that way. You're trying to play a one life game that was never meant for it. And yeah, also you can always transfer the character off, you know, if you decide like, well, that was a fun run, but I want to keep playing it, like you just transfer off and you can keep playing it. I think once you get a character killed a couple times, you know for sure like if it's the game mode for you or not. And yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. I kind of want like statistics on like the number of people who came to try hardcore, who lost their first character and then did not make another one. I kind of want those stats, because I feel like that is probably going to be a pretty large number of people. Which completely makes sense. Ashley, am I going to do RFC? I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. I don't know if anybody's on to do it. I don't think we have healers and tanks, basically. And so I could pug healers and tanks. Or I could just wait. Give people more time to level up and... you know, try tomorrow maybe. I'm not sure. Steven, good evening. Retail hardcore would be interesting. By the time I got to Dragonflight, I'd die so much in retail. It wouldn't feel as bad going through the levels again. Well, I mean, it's all about the journey. And if it's not the journey that you're thinking about, and it's not the journey that you're enjoying, then there's not a reason to play this game mode. Or maybe even to play vanilla. Vanilla's a long journey. Vanilla's like, it's like a 250-hour journey if you're playing normally. You know, to get to max level. Once you get to max level, like, yeah, there are some raids, there's some challenging content in the game. But there's not an end game the way that, like, retail has an end game. But yeah, it's all about the journey. And, you know, the good thing about WoW is, like, with every character start, the journey can be different. Because you're not always going to be doing the same zones, you don't have to go on the same race, you don't have to go on the same class. But if that kind of journey, like, if that journey is not appealing, then, yeah, I'd probably say, like, hardcore is not for you. Alright, Herbalism. We gotta train Herbalism. And I probably have stuff to vendor. I've decided just to keep to vendor my low-level stuff here because nothing is selling on the auction house. As far as mats go, like, nothing's selling. Not for a lot. You get, like, one more silver than just vendoring the stack. Weapons and stuff sell pretty well, it seems. We can't equip these yet. Okay. The sword is really nice. Yeah, the sword is a gift. It's really nice. It's like amazing. It's level 14. We're level 15. Yeah. I really enjoy being able to get like a good weapon that matches my level. After all the pain we went through on the Paladin, never getting weapons, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I really like it. It feels like playing World of Warcraft again. That's what it feels like. It was gifted to me. So I got it from the mailbox. You know that dirty word that we weren't able to use on Bloodcell Buccaneers, the mailbox? I got this one from the mailbox. Yeah. Anubis, what have you missed? You missed me kill a named guy and 2 guys with him. We got Captain Malrosh or whatever his name was. That's about it. It wasn't like a super close call, but then he respawned on top of me because I was just sitting there chit-chatting and I had to run away. Uncle Vernon, hello, how are you? Yeah. We're going up here. I didn't need to take the road. I could have cut across country. We could do some herbing. Did I train it? God, I'm so scatterbrained. I trained it. Yeah, we're good. Robert doesn't remember if he just trained or not. That's a good sign. James, you wonder how long the Hardcore Classic hype train will last? 2 months. I'll give it 2 or 3 months. Because it already went for quite a while. You know, it already peaked on Bloodcell Buccaneers and Hydraxian Waterlords. Like, this is the peak right here, and it'll probably steady for a while and it'll start to decline. Like I said, I really want numbers of how many people got their first character killed and then they did not create another one. Because I feel like that number is probably substantial. And that's why we're getting another season at the end of the year. So I think that they anticipate that hardcore might not be like a super long thing that lasts and lasts and lasts. And so that's why they are doing the whole the new season of whatever at the end. They said not Season of Mastery, so we'll have to wait and see. Robert, the Texans tonight? The Texans are so bad. At least historically, they've been so bad. I might not even watch the game. Usually, I'll watch every football game. Okay, I don't know the Saints. I'm not familiar with the Saints, but I know that the Texans are a horrible team. No offense if you're a Texans fan. Okay, the Lions are usually horrible too. But yeah, I might check. I'll probably check out the first quarter of the game. Then I might watch Ahsoka. They already announced the second season, Shadow. Yeah, they've talked about it a few times. They promised another season by the end of this year. And they also promised that it would not be as lame as Season of Mastery. But they haven't given us any... We'll get details about it at BlizzCon. What about griefers? Do Blizzard do anything about appeals? There are no appeals. No, there are no griefers either. Well, there aren't any like PvP griefers because they changed how PvP works. You cannot get flagged by accidentally attacking another player anymore. You cannot get flagged. Like a rogue can't be sitting here in stealth, and I can't accidentally attack the rogue so that he can kill me. They changed how it works. As far as like other forms of griefing, like dropping a train of enemies on somebody, etc., there's no appeal process in place. But Blizzard said they would crack down really hard on anybody who was seen or caught or known to be griefing. So there's no appeal process to get your character back, but they promised to crack down hard when they see it. Probably means that they'll do nothing. You know, they'll turn a blind eye. If they don't see it, they don't have to take action type of deal. Yeah, lag. Yep. Lag happened. 1 second, guys. Oh, it's all over the place. Sometimes YouTube just can't stabilize the bitrate, and it'll spike way up past where I have it set, and then it'll come back down. Let me know if it persists. It looks fine on my end now. But if you're still experiencing lag, you might have to reload. I'll chill here for a minute and see if it stabilizes. This seems good now? Okay. Yep, just a little YouTube lag spike, no big deal. If it keeps up, I'll kick my bitrate down. YouTube wants your bitrate to be set at 9,000 kilobytes a second. Like, I think that's looks like hot garbage. So I set mine at 20,000 for my bitrate, which is sometimes it doesn't like it. If we're on peak times, which we are during peak times right now, sometimes they'll hit me with a lag spike until I pop my bitrate back down to 10,000. But I'm gonna try to keep it at 20,000 for now so that the video quality doesn't have to be garbage. Alright, we're trying to get a little bit further north here. I don't have to fight all these guys. They're not worth any kill XP. I don't think I've ever seen this bridge before in my life. Yeah, whatever that road is, I've never seen this bridge. Very interesting. Joe, you're gonna go undead? That's cool. Yeah, if I roll the priest, I'd probably roll Forsaken Priest. That's up to you, man. I am not going to make that call for you. Nope. That's totally a personal choice, my man. One of them has a pet, one of them doesn't. I would say, like, start there. Do you like the idea of a pet? Top 10 most interesting WoW bridges. Yes, exactly. And then we could talk about the history of each bridge. This bridge was constructed by the Agamon family 5 years prior to the plague. Now answer me this, okay? Why does a ghost bleed when a skeleton can't bleed? Why does a ghost bleed when a skeleton can't bleed? How does it make any more sense for this wailing ancestor to be able to bleed than for one of the skeletons outside? I don't see that it makes any sense. It's ectoplasm that bleeds. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. You had an answer. I appreciate the mental effort. Because of a lack of attention to detail. That one might be more accurate, unfortunately. We gotta get out of here because, like, this guy's gonna keep respawning and respawning and respawning and respawning and respawning and respawning. You guys get the idea. Yeah, like... I don't want to ditch these guys, but, like, I don't want to be here all day fighting this guy. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck here all day. They gotta pull him up the stairs. They got to pull him up the stairs. So otherwise, we are never getting out of here. One of the Void Walkers is down. Like, that's not good. All right, there we go, guys. Let's loot him. Oh, hey. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll take that. I'll take it. Am I gonna equip it? Am I gonna equip it, or am I gonna put it on the auction house? That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. What's it look like? Okay, it looks okay. It's missing parts of it, but that's fine. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta step away for 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It's just one of those days. Yeah, it's just one of those. And then my chair collapses as soon as I get back to my desk. It's great. What did I miss down here? What is this crap? I've never done this quest before, so I have no idea what any of this is. There's items down here that I was supposed to pick up, I guess. I didn't do any of that stuff. Okay, let's go back down. And, oh no. Oh, buddy. Whoops. I hope me running away did not get them killed, but it might have. So I'm looking for stuff. I got no idea what I'm looking for. Honestly. Agamond families. Are these dropping from mobs? Are they on the ground? Do I have to click a coffin? Do I have to click a weapon rack? A weapon rack, okay. Alright, it's weapon racks. It's a warrior quest? Is that why I've never done it before? So I shouldn't even be doing this. Why am I doing this? I already did the orc. I did the orc quest. I did the Orc Warrior quest. Do I need to do this as well? That large overcompensating sword. I mean, I don't know what she could be overcompensating for, though. Like, I don't know. I don't know much about orc anatomy, so. Yeah, if it's for defensive stance, I already got defensive stance. Yeah, I should have paid more attention. I don't think maybe I'll do it. It's worth the experience, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, I have defensive stance. I did the orc version of the warrior quest, I guess. All right, we're already back down here, so I might as well just grab it. This guy's in trouble. This guy is gonna get himself into trouble. There's one more item somewhere. I got no idea where it is. It's probably below us. No, this is the last room. Oh wait. Yeah, it is over here. This guy was pretty ballsy pulling him with low HP. You know, he's obviously relying on me to tank, and I'm not getting aggro. And we're out of here now. All right, we did the quest, so it'll at least be worth experience. I don't know if we get anything else for it, but it's okay. We'll help this guy get out, because it would be rude not to. Which way is up? Which way is up? I mean, obviously my Hearthstone is set to Bloodhoof Village, like why wouldn't it be? Maybe there's a way we can come down over here and like not die. Maybe. Huh. I don't know if I like it. 1, 2, okay, that wasn't so bad actually. Oh, are we stuck here now? Okay, It wasn't Red Robin. It wasn't that big of a jump. Yeah, I thought we might take a bit of damage, but it wasn't that big of it. It's probably hard to tell. Chas, thanks for the resub. Welcome back, man. Thanks for being here. Whitney, good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Gotcha, Matthew. Society, I'd be surprised if you could link anything in the chat. I don't think hyperlinks are enabled. I can't, like, what I learned from giving my Discord information out to the general public was that it's a really bad idea to allow links to be put anywhere. I don't think the stream is set up to even have hyperlinks right now. I think that's a setting that I have to actually enable. And fear of the unruly and fear of trolls would be what would keep me from enabling any kind of like hyperlinks in chat. I had one bad experience and that was all that it took. Hardest class to level be a healer? The priest? I mean, the problem is like everybody has a different definition of what it means to be a hard class to level. For some people, hard means that, you know, it's easy to get the class killed. Other people, it means it doesn't deal any damage. Like, it depends on what you mean by hard. The priest was really fun to level. And if you have a good wand on the priest, like, you can own. You never have to stop and drink. You never have to stop and heal. Two-handed mace. Okay, yeah, I guess. I could use it to level up maces, but it'd be a huge DPS loss. Priest is easy. Well, yeah. Just bubble and wand. Yeah, exactly. Everything, every class is easy. Yeah. Every class is pretty simple, you know. Look, you could say the same thing about any class. Oh, mage. Mage is easy. You just Frostbolt, Frost Nova, Frostbolt, win. Paladin's easy. You just swing and judge and swing and judge. It's like anything is easy. Yeah. All the classes in vanilla are pretty simple and easy to understand. Okay. Oh, just 3 silver. Oh, okay. Now we get a weapon. We get an heirloom weapon. An heirloom weapon. Okay. It's a one-hander. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really plan to use one-handers right now. So, yeah. Okay, so are we done here? I feel like we're done here. Maybe, I think we need to go, oh, what's this? Yeah, Silverpine Forest. We have to get started in Silverpine a little bit. We still, let's see, we have Niru Fireblade. We have to take that back to Niru. Okay. I don't really remember this, but okay. Let's go down into Silverpine. Do I watch wrestling? I would ask if you meant like WWE or like freestyle, but the answer would be no to both. So I feel like by asking the question, it would be like maybe me asking a pointless question. I don't. The only sporting things that I watch is we watch the NFL. And I turned on a Tigers game today, a baseball game, and they were losing by a lot. But typically the only thing that we watch as far as sports is NFL games. I remember when I was a kid, my Uncle Brian, he used to watch a lot of WWE. It was WWF then. He would pay for like the pay-per-view events, like the SummerSlam and the WrestleMania. Like I remember being a kid, I had a lot of fun like hanging out with him and his cousin and watching wrestling. Back then I didn't realize that it was like kind of acting, you know, like I don't know if they knew because they were like in their young 20s. So I just thought it was like real, you know. I kind of like learned over time that like some of it was real, but it was kind of like they weren't always really trying to hurt each other, like, yeah. But I have good memories of watching wrestling from when I was a kid. Michigan or Michigan State of Numis. I don't watch college sports. I don't watch college football. I have things about football. So like football is very, very physically demanding, and it also can lead to very serious injuries. And so like when it's a grown adult who gets hurt and they're getting paid like millions of dollars to play the game, and they take a bad injury, it's not okay, but it makes more sense than like if a college kid gets hurt. I can't get into watching kids play football. I don't know why. My dad always liked college football. I can't get into it. I wish I could, because it's like they play a little bit differently, I feel like, than in the NFL, so it'd probably be interesting to watch. But it's hard for me to watch it knowing that they're kids and knowing that like somebody could take a serious injury at any moment. I am from Michigan, Charles, yeah. We could stop up here and do this little escort quest. If you do the escort quest first, like things are kind of like have a weird order to them, but we could do it. Belleville. Is that in Southeastern? It sounds familiar, but it's not a place that I've been. Is that Southeastern side of the state or the Western side of the state? Belleville. Until like a few years ago, we spent like 8 years living in Missouri, so I was away from the state for a while. Somebody wants to invite me to group. Okay. I'm not gonna get his escort quest. Yeah, I can't get his escort quest by being in his group. I have to be able to accept the quest when he accepts it. It doesn't work like that. So we're not gonna do the escort quest because this dude has it. Unless he dies, you know. He could die. It's near Ann Arbor. Okay. Yeah, that's a little ways from me. That explains why I'm not like super familiar. I don't know if I want to do this stuff now. Wild Hearts. Okay, this is like just collect warg hearts, right? We already have one of them. Alright, well, we'll grab this. We can work on these wargs up here. That'd be okay. Candle TV, rip. Rip, man. Go again. Skeletons don't bleed, but it turns out ghosts can bleed because ghosts have ectoplasm. That's what we decided. That's where we landed. This level 11 priest is going to eventually get himself killed if he keeps pulling like 2 level 11 enemies at the same time. Oh, he got a big heal. How much mana has he got left? It should be okay. Skeletons have bone marrow. Fair. So, did he finish the escort quest, do we think? We could go check one more time before we leave this area. We can go see if he, if the guy respawned or what's going on with it. In the meantime, I will certainly skin these. Eric, if you toss your name into chat, I should be able to invite you here in a second. Oh, there's a corpse here. So this guy is not back yet. I don't know how long it takes for a escort guy to respawn after somebody has finished the escort. Yeah, Candle TV, I think you fall into the group called the majority, honestly. I'm not even taking the piss out of it. I think a lot of people are going to come, they're going to try hardcore, and they're going to find out it's not really for them. Yeah, and it makes complete sense because the game was never made to have one life. The game was never made to have one life. And some people just aren't okay with like losing a character and feeling like you lost all of that work, you know what I mean? It feels like you just worked for like, 15 hours and you flushed it all down the toilet, and that could be a really bad feeling. Things that could make hardcore like a little bit better, like I'm trying to like make sure that I send stuff to my bank alt so that it's almost like a roguelite. Like there's meta progression in the sense that I can send golden items over to my bank alt. And that way if I die, at least I'll be leaving something behind for the next character to help them out. So it's almost like a form of like meta progression that you'd find in like a roguelike game. But I think there is definitely going to be a huge number of people who played hardcore this weekend who will not be returning on Monday. I think that's inevitable. That was I meant to G invite you, man. Sorry. I meant to G invite you, and I just typed invite because I'm super smart. Did you get a guild invite? Let me try again. Yeah, I'm super smart like that. There you go. That's what I meant to type. Yeah, let's keep grinding on the wargs over here, and then maybe eventually one day this guy will respawn for us. Maybe one day. 15 minutes for a respawn? Okay. Alright, Blizzard listened the first time. Maybe Blizzard will listen again. Escort guys need to respawn immediately. As soon as someone walks off with the escort guy, he needs to pop right back up. And he needs to offer the quest to anybody else. It doesn't matter, we can be escorting a train of these guys. Like, who cares? Yeah, as soon as this guy spawns out for somebody, he should just spawn back in. And that's it. It's done. The next person takes him, he spawns back in. They can make it really easy. They can make it super easy. Yeah, Candle TV. That's true. People who play Classic really do enjoy a fresh start, and I think that's why some people love Hardcore and are okay with their character sometimes getting killed off, because then that's just a fresh start. You know what I mean? That's kind of the mentality that I have. But you know, we're getting a new season at the end of the year sometime, so yeah, you'll be looking forward to that, as I am as well. But I do think that people who really get into Hardcore and they're okay with losing characters, they are like the personification of the desire to have a fresh start, you know? The idea that even if the character dies, it's okay because we get to begin a new journey. I also think it helps to enjoy Hardcore if you've played 20 years of the game. If you've already played 20 years of WoW and you've already played, how long have we had Classic? For 4 years now? If you've already played 4 years of Classic and you played, you know, WoW before that all the way back to 2004, then I think that like leaves you in a better position to enjoy Hardcore, but that's not always the case. I'm sure there are people out there who've played the game since day one and they can't get into Hardcore. But I feel like it helps to like have a big history with the game. There's something about the starting zones I feel that captivates you. Yeah, it makes each journey fun. Yeah, exactly. And the other good thing about WoW is like, unlike a lot of games, you don't have to start in the same spot. Unlike a lot of games, like, you get to start in a bunch of different places. You have lots of choices between like races, classes, race class combos. You can take a different leveling path. You don't always have to go to the same zones. And so that really helps as well with like the desire for that fresh start and the enjoyment of it. I realize it got really dark in here. I'm gonna quickly turn on a little bit of lighting so I'm not quite so dark. The sun was beaming in through my window when I started, and I liked having that natural light. But now I kind of realize that I need like some light at all, because I am like super dark and my eyes are kind of straining a little bit. I'm gonna park myself on the road. I'm gonna flip a light on here in my office. 1 second, guys. Alright, yeah, that's a little bit better. The sword is very big, yeah. Yeah, we're rocking a big sword, that's true. I'm glad they didn't give her like a little dinky sword, you know what I mean? You know how like when you're a female blood elf and you equip a two-handed weapon and for some reason it looks like a one-handed weapon? Like, I'm glad they didn't go that route with it. I'm glad she gets to wield a giant sword. Like a warrior actually should. Because yeah, on the blood elves, like, it's just kind of lame because it shrinks the weapon down so much. Blame Blizzard. It's so big because of Blizzard. Yeah. At least it doesn't clip through the ground though. You know what I mean? So it could be worse. At least there's no clipping. There's a little bit of clipping like through the character's leg, I feel like. Yeah. It's slicing right into her calf muscle, which would not be comfortable at all. You can't really tell unless you're like super zoomed in. The axe would be more fitting, but you know, I gotta equip whatever the best weapon is. Whatever the highest damage weapon is that we can get. And right now it's gonna be some swords. I'm sure eventually we'll end up, you know, we have not used a mace yet. And yeah, that weapon skill is probably gonna get a little bit far behind. Gnomes and goblins, yeah. Well, you know, with like a gnome or a goblin, at least when it downscales the weapon, it kind of makes sense because like they are short. But blood elves aren't really short. But the female blood elves especially, they just get stuck with these really dinky weapons. It's really disappointing. Johnny says, I don't know, it's a big one. Exactly, and that's what matters most. Now the stats on it were a bit better than the one that I have right now. I think it had some strength on it. Something tells me we're probably not going to get this guy. Which is, it's not too bad. I'd be okay with it. Our inventory is almost full. I'm kind of hoping we can get the last warg heart and then we can make our way down to Sepulchre. I have to remember to grab the flight point. Lucas, I haven't done an RFC yet. I'm not going to do it tonight, I don't think. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I want to give people a little bit more time to get characters to level. I don't think we have any healers right now. Like, we're going to have to pug. But I want to give people another day to level up and see. I think I'll plan on doing it tomorrow at some point. Whether that will be in the morning, afternoon, or evening, I don't know yet. Is it worth fighting Murlocs to come over here for the Mage Royal? Maybe. Would I want to see Transmog added to Classic? No. I'm not a Transmog person to begin with. Some of it's cool in retail, but I'm kind of like the person that I want my gear to look like what it looks like. And that way when someone has actually earned like a really cool piece of gear, like you can see what they actually have earned like in the game. You can see what they're wearing like in the game. I guess like... Well, I mean, there's Transmog and there's Transmog without like a cosmetic shop. Yeah, I don't really like Transmog. I don't think I'd want to see it in Classic. There are other like things I'd rather see in Classic. Like, I'd rather have more of the class customization options, like low res versions of more of the character customization options, like more hairstyles, more faces, more things like that, more eye colors. I would rather see like more things like that for character customization than I would want to see Transmog. There we go, that's 6 out of 6. Do I want to check him one more time? I don't see him from here, so I don't think he's there. We're 0 inventory, we're full up, we got the quest done. And that actually turns in down at the Sepulchre, so yeah, let's take the road, and we'll just have a nice leisurely stroll through Silverpine Forest. I think druids are less gear dependent than warriors are. They're a lot less weapon dependent, and they don't need shields. So I think your weapon not mattering as much and not needing a shield automatically makes you less gear dependent than like a warrior or a paladin tank. I'm not very worried about the escort quest. We can go kill like 12 mobs and the amount of experience we'll get will be the same. Not a big deal if we don't get it. We'll check. We'll be up back there anyway. We get sent back. The funny thing is, like, when you go do those guys' quest first, it throws things out of order. Because now we're going to go down to the Sepulchre and they're going to be like, hey, go check on these guys. And it's like, oh, we already did that. We already checked on those guys. But yeah, they're going to send us back out that way. And so we'll check again once they send us back out. Yeah, well, you're not really supposed to do those quests first. You're supposed to not really see them come down here and then you get sent up there to the Deathstalkers. And that's when you're supposed to realize there's stuff to do. But obviously with Questie marking the location of the quest on the map, like, you do those first. But if you had just wandered into the zone with no quest tracking, you probably wouldn't have headed that way. You would have just come down the road towards where your breadcrumb was leading you. Mike, back to work tomorrow, back to the heat. Oh, gosh. Back to work is fine. It sucks when you have to work outside and when it's so hot. It's not good. Lucas, you're working now? Yeah, I just emailed your boss. He's not happy that you're being so active in a stream chat when you're supposed to be working. And he's going to have a meeting on your calendar with you end of day tomorrow. I missed the alert. I looked at chat for 1 minute and I missed the death alert. They need to make the death alerts more pronounced. Why can't they make it with the sound effect and like the banner like they did on the add-on? I wish they would have made it more pronounced and like had a sound effect with it. Cause yeah, I just missed it. I don't know if I can grab a bunch of these quests. It's gonna depend on whether or not we're gonna spend time here, or whether we want to start doing some stuff over in the Barrens. Barrens level 10, level 12, level 14 here, level 10 here. Yeah, this is the one we need to do. This is the one we're gonna lose if we ding like level 16. We're not gonna get any XP for this. Well, we'll get some XP, but it won't be a lot. So we're gonna at least do that one for the Moonrage White Scalps before we go anywhere else. I don't remember picking this up. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell that. These have to be mailed to the bank alt. One-hander I will sell. Level 16 we're waiting on equipping. I think we can get rid of the axe now. Shadow Gem I might send to the alt to see if we can sell it. I'll send the full stack of leather over, even though it auction house sells for like 1 silver more than it vendors. It's almost not worth the manual effort of putting it up on the auction house, because then you gotta pay I gotta pay a little fee when I mail it. I gotta pay a little fee when I put it on the auction house, and by the end of all that, it's almost better just to vendor it. Honestly. I'll send it over now only because I'm mailing other stuff as well. That should be good. There we go. I'm also not super comfortable with all this gold that I have. So I'm gonna send the majority of it away. There we go. Just in case anything happens, you know. I guess I didn't grab something down here. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Dead fields, alright. Are we good now? It looks like it. Do I want to set the Hearthstone here? I might as well, because right now I have it set in like, in Mulgore. It's set in Mulgore right now. That's useless to us. Let's do that. Border crossing. I'll pick this up, but I feel like we're going to have too many quests in our log that we're not going to be actively working on right now. Oh, you know, before coming down here to go do dead fields, I need to work on the white scalps. Yeah, I thought we can go north first, but we shouldn't go north first. I made a tactical mistake. Yeah, we should have just stayed outside of the town. I thought maybe we'd go north first and then swing back down, but if we ding, I'm pretty sure we lose some quest XP for this level 10. Yeah, so we actually do have to do it first. We should be able to find some white scalps right across the road, actually. I made a tactical mistake. Sorry, tactical. I wasn't implying I make the kind of mistakes you make. I just made I made an error in judgment. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, these are dark runners. It lies. Oh, not all of them are dark runners. Okay. Now remember, kids, in Classic Era, you can skin your organs. And you should. Alright, we need to go back and we'll turn this one in before we do anything else. There's lots of herbs, but they're all like down in this ravine. I don't... Oh no, one's on the other side. Maybe they're just on the other side. Maybe they're not down in the ravine. I don't want to jump down into the water. Murder Tacos almost got a new name, Murder Enchiladas. Did you almost die, Johnny? Save it for, yeah, save it for the next one. What's a good class race combination for Murder Enchiladas? Four HP? Yikes, man. That's really scary. I haven't had a moment like that yet. I shouldn't say that, but... I shouldn't say that when I'm in the Son of Aragal country. Which we kind of are. Lucas, if you're looking at CurseForge for add-ons for hardcore, you're just looking for vanilla, for classic era add-ons. Yeah, you should have a drop-down in CurseForge, which should get you into like different options, retail, wrath, or classic era. And it should just be as simple as downloading it for classic era, and then when you boot up, you should see them in your add-ons list. Or on the character screen. But the add-ons aren't different between hardcore and regular classic era classic. If that's what you're saying, I only caught the tail end of the convo, so I could be misunderstanding. Yeah, guys, so Joe, same thing. You just go to CurseForge. Maybe I can show you guys what I mean really quick. Just so we're all on the same page. You'd think I'd have this open, but I don't run with it open. Boop 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 boop. So you're just looking here. If you're going to get add-ons, you're going to do classic. If you're going to go to your add-ons, you're going to do classic. So there's only wrath, there's classic, and there's retail, and classic is what you're going to use for hardcore. It's just that simple. I hope that helps. I've never had to manually do anything with the directories. I've never had to manually do anything with the files, with the folder directories. Not for the add-ons that I'm using, at least. So maybe you guys are having a different issue. Alright, so now we can go back to the north. We should be able to do Night Lash. We should be able to work on Recipe for Death. We should be able to visit with the Deathstalkers up here. Remedy of Aragal. This is in a house right over where we were. Okay, yeah, we can do all of this stuff. We could do all of this stuff. Let's go back to the Worgen house first. We'll grab the Erigel book, then we'll come back to the Dead Fields, and we'll try to get Nightlash to spawn in. Tweety, good evening, man. Thanks for stopping by. Some characters are projected to hit 60 today. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Let's see. That did not work. When I did slash who 40 to 50, I got a level 40 and a level 41. So I don't know about today, that'd be kind of crazy. Slash who 38 to 45. Yeah, 38 to 45, at least on this server doesn't, maybe they're over on Defias Pillager. I think like being level 41 is already crazy enough. Tim brought up a good point earlier in the day, like some of the characters that we're seeing that are really high level, there's a strong possibility that they're being shared between multiple people. Like that people are leveling them in shifts, you know what I mean? So it might not all be poop sockers that just have played for 20 hours a day. Some of them will be that. But I think that like, yeah, maybe some of them are people who are sharing a character, who are working on a character in 2 or 3 different shifts, where they just play non-stop because it's 3 different people playing, you know what I mean? Which I think is technically against the terms of service. You're not supposed to play on an account that's not yours. I'm pretty sure that's somewhere in the terms of service. But yeah, we think that maybe that might be what's going on. Vito Chair R, what sounds like a weird name, is 52. He streams on Twitch. Okay, has he streamed every moment of his journey? Has he streamed? Because that's a legitimate question. Has he streamed every moment of his journey? Or has he like gone offline and come back online as a higher level? Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Tactical, I didn't put the quotes in. It did that automatically. Yeah, when I type it out, I just type the numbers. I don't put any quotes in, any quotation marks. For some reason, it just shows it that way. Live for 37 hours, then slept for 4 hours. 37 hours isn't enough time to get to 52. 37 hours is maybe enough time to get to like level 38 if you're playing like super efficiently, so I don't know. It's obviously not impossible for a character to be 52. I don't know if one single human being could have done it. You hope account sharing does not become a major thing. I think it might be a thing right now because people are trying to get their characters to 60 first. It's not supposed to be a thing, and who the hell, like, I'll listen to this. If I shared a character between me and a few other people, and we got the character to 60, I would not feel a sense of accomplishment. I would feel a sense that I gamed the system. You know, I would feel like I cheated. I would feel like I was very intelligent in my cheating and very orderly in my cheating. I would not feel like, oh, yay, guys, we got the character to 60. What an achievement that we did together. No, I'd be like, cool, we cheated, and we got to 60. That's not an accomplishment at all. Yeah, the fun should be getting your character to 60. Not like you and your 3 friends, like, leveling one character to go as fast as you can to try to be the first person on the server to get the 60. Like, that's not an achievement. It's not an achievement, and it's not impressive. And we'll never know. Like, we won't know the people who hit 60 first. We will never know if they cheated in this way, but they'll have to know. Like, they'll always know as they receive the, because who gets the praise? Like, what player out of the 4 steps forward? Who gets to claim the character at the end? Who gets to claim the character at the end of it all? Or do you just continue to share it? Which, like I said, is technically against the terms of service. On EU server Necros, there's a 54 mage. Cool. And so unless he streamed his entire journey, he's obviously playing in shifts with other people. Yeah. Unless he's streaming 100% of his journey and there's VODs of it, I don't believe that a person did that on their own. I don't know. Maybe drugs are really a lot better than I understand. Maybe drugs are so good, and these people are on all the right drugs. And yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's one or the other. Either they're account sharing or they're just on all the right drugs. And being very incredibly dangerously unhealthy with it. It's gonna be one or the other. Yeah, you just checked his stream, now he's 57. Yeah, he's like, shit's happening while he's offline. He's not playing that character. One of his people is playing that character for him when he sleeps and eats and shits and pisses, and when he goes to get a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, when he bothers to clear the Mountain Dew bottles off his desk, like, somebody else is playing the character. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. People are crazy. People are crazy, and they ascribe value to the wrong things. They ascribe value to the wrong things. Yeah, no amount of Adderall should be able to keep a person going to get to level 52. Well, we're on day 4. So you'd have to be playing every single moment of every day, and even then that would still only be 100 hours. So yeah, I can see it. If you had been playing for 115 hours, I could see that you might get to level 52, but you're not doing that as a single individual. You're doing that in shifts with other people who are fresh, because if you weren't fresh, you're gonna get killed. You know what I mean? That you're gonna get killed. What's the point of the race to 60 though? Alex, I have no idea. People think that they get like huge bragging rights off of it, you know, it's just bragging rights. But what use is bragging rights if you didn't do it legitimately? Like, who wants bragging rights when you cheated? When you didn't go, it's not the spirit of it when you're doing it in shifts with 4 other people. That's not the spirit of getting the character to 60 being the world first 60. World first 60 should be one guy, not a team of 4 guys. No, it's not all that it is. It's not just that they're built different and that's all that it is. They're built different and they're also cheating for the most part. They're built different and a lot of them are cheating. Yeah, there are people who've legitimately played 20 hours a day, you know what I mean? I'm sure there are a handful of those people. I'm sure there's a handful of people who just, you know, they're on the prescription drugs, totally legit, authorized by their doctors, and they just, what they do is they play for 20 hours a day, and they sleep for 4 hours. There's probably a couple of them, you know, but I don't think it's the majority of these characters that we're seeing at high levels. I don't know. I hope they suffer physically for it. That's all. I hope it's worth it. I hope whatever fake bragging rights they get, I hope it's worth, like, if they are doing like a 20 hours at their desk type of thing. I don't know how it could be worth the physical detriment and the destruction you could wreak on your human body. Their parents are pissed that all they do is play WoW. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, we talked through this scenario before of the type of person this is. It's not, I don't know. Like, it's hard to, I don't like generalizing usually, but we're not really generalizing. We're talking about, like, a handful of very specific individuals. I just, like, as an old person, I just don't think it's healthy to play a video game for 20 hours straight under any conditions. Whether you're living in your mom's basement, collecting disability, or you've taken time off your job, I just don't think it's healthy to play for 20 hours a day. Do people still use Ventrilo? No, we use Discord now, man. You remember, yeah, we used to use Ventrilo, we used Mumble. Anybody ever use Mumble? Used that for a while. Son of Aragorn. Yeah, I think we're a little bit north. Oh no, you're right. He can be along the coast over here too, I think. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Yeah, I mean, if you're the type of person who plays that much WoW, I can guarantee you're not physically healthy. And if you're already not physically healthy, sitting in a chair for 20 hours a day, you're gonna end up with a pulmonary embolism that's gonna blow up, you know. Go ahead, keep your knees bent for 20 hours and see what that does to you. There he is, boys. There he is. Run, run, run. Run, we gotta run. Ah! Don't let him hit us. Don't let him hit us. Oh, yeah! We survived our first encounter with the Son of Aragorn and we lived. Whew. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I don't think we're going that way right now. Oh, that was great. Who needs coffee? Just run right into a Son of Aragorn. I'm glad I thought to check. I'm like that name looks too short for Moonrage White Scalp or Moonrage Dark Soul. I'm super happy that I like looked up and checked it because he was not where they should be. Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. Well, we got eyes on him now. We got eyes on him now. We just got to get away from this whole general area and like get a little bit farther this way, and then maybe we'll be a bit safer. Yeah, I don't want my back to him. He's over here somewhere. Make it a skull. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I should have tactical. Yeah, I should have marked it, guys. I don't ever want to see him again, but if we glimpse him off in the distance, I will mark him. But oh, look at the death. I'm pretty sure Tired here got killed by Son of Aragorn. It must have happened recently. If we had been any closer to him before I ran, he would have hit us. And if he'd have hit us, big chances he'd have stunned us, and if he'd have stunned us, we'd have been dead. We got pretty lucky there. We don't want to have another Morladim situation on our hands. There's not just one, I don't think. I think they can spawn in multiple places at once. Yeah, it's a Son of Aragorn. It's not the Son of Aragorn. So yeah, unfortunately, they can be in multiple places. Yeah, I can't see him off in the distance. Look at all the players right here. This guy's in a bad spot. Like, I hope he knows that Son of Ergel's around there, because these guys are in a bad spot. I'm kind of worried that the coast over here might be another spawn point for him. Kind of worried. Yeah, like a Fell Reaver, but much, 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 much sneakier. Yeah. Can you res after 60 in hardcore? In this version of hardcore, no. No, we're pretty sure there's no setting to make your character immortal. Yeah, like in Bloodstone Buccaneers and stuff, that was built into the rules that if you wanted to become immortal at 60, you were allowed to. On the official Blizzard hardcore server, no. Once you die, you can't res. They took there's no resing, so no option for immortality, unfortunately. Which, you know, some people would prefer to have that. I wouldn't mind if that was there. I feel like if you get to 60, but what Blizzard will say is like, oh, they'll say, oh, if you get to 60, you don't want to die, just transfer the character off. Because, you know, they're offering you free character transfers off at any time. So, yeah, if you get to 60 and you're like, okay, cool, 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 you can just transfer off, I guess. At that point, you've completed the challenge, you know what I mean? You got to 60 without dying. And so if you want to use that character to do like endgame stuff, you're probably better off just transferring it to a normal server anyway. You know, where there will actually be a population of people doing endgame stuff. Son of Ergel has 3 spawn points. Yep, there we go. 3 different spawn points. And I feel like they can all be up at the same time. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of endgame stuff going on for most people on this server. I doubt we're going to have a high population of endgame people. Think about also the fact that, like, since on Bloodsail Buccaneers and Hydraxian Waterlords, it was all the honor system. And there's really not a great way to prove that a character is an actual hardcore character. Keep in mind that, like, a lot of the hardcore raids and the stuff that you've seen on the internet, a lot of it, they probably weren't actual hardcore players. I bet in some of those raids there were people who have died before. Who have died and just rezzed and kept playing. And there's no way for you to know. So, like, a lot of the hardcore raid content that you've watched before, some of it has probably been fake to some extent, because there have probably been some people in the raid groups who lie. Because as we know, people lie. So yeah, there's that. I don't think you're going to see a big actual, like, raiding presence here. You're probably not going to get all those hardcore raid videos out of the official. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wait. People don't always tell the truth? No. No. Yeah. It turns out people are big liars. Especially when it benefits them in some way, I guess. Fisherman here. What's he got going on? I don't really have room for this right now. Oh, he says while talking to a vendor. Okay. Alright, joke's over. We do have room for it. I would have to actually start doing some fishing, which I haven't done yet. Oh, look at this. We can equip these now. That's awesome. That is a huge upgrade. Looks pretty cool as well. I don't want to sell the item. Yeah, skittering blood. We can sell the other stuff. Alright, that's better. What reason would people have for lying? I can't imagine any. I can't imagine any reason they would ever have to lie about anything. It probably never happens. Am I not putting light load on the auction house? No. It's selling for 4 silver on the auction house. A stack. 4 silver a stack, okay? Or I can vendor it right away and I can make 3 silver off of it. If I mail it to my bank alt, it costs a little bit of money to mail it. And then it costs a little bit of money to put it up on the auction house. And then I can only sell it for about 4 silver. So at the end of the day, all that effort and clicking gets me about 15 coppers. And I don't care that much about the 15 coppers. Once we start getting into medium leather, then I'll be a lot more interested in putting it up. But right now, inventory space is critical, so I'm just vendoring some of the lower level stuff. It's just my own valuation of the effort it takes to manage the auction house every day, when I'm making like pennies. I could be banking it for later, like I could stockpile it and just sell none of it now, but I kind of need the money now, you know what I mean? I kind of actually need money. So I really can't afford to just stockpile it as much as I thought I might. I'd love to get a heal off here, let's do that really quick. I probably shouldn't be standing in the Aragal kill box, you know, this guy's in the Aragal kill box, let's leave him to it. Maybe it's not just Aragal that was killing all these people, because they're all over. Maybe people are dying because of the insane respawn rate of these spiders. Maybe that's what's getting people killed. Imagine if you were actually trying to do this at level 12. Fighting these guys at level 12 would probably be a mess. With how much they've been respawning, like, rapidly. Alright, so spiders are done. Now we're looking for bears. We have to be really careful as we head back to the north here. We have to be, like, really, really vigilant. Mainly in this direction. Okay, this guy scared me, I admit. How much does it cost to get the level 40 mount? You need about 100 gold. It could be closer to 90. It depends on your reputation with your faction. But basically you want to have about 100 gold. Which realm are we on? We're on Skull Rock. Is the guild up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the guild's up. that's the guild. We got 19 members online. We have 88 members overall. Highest level in the guild is Studis at level 25. So yeah, that's what the guild looks like right now. Why is the mount so expensive? Because it's classic era. They wanted you to have to farm and put in effort to get the mount, and then what happens? The side effect of putting in effort and having it take a long time and have it be a challenge is that when you get your mount at level 40, it feels super rewarding. You feel good because not only have you been running around for 40 levels on your feet, but you put in the time and effort to farm up the gold necessary. And so that when you get your mount, it feels like an actual reward. Yeah. As opposed to retail when you just get handed a mount at level 10. And then again at like level 20, and then again at level 30, and then you're flying by level 30. Yeah, you actually feel like the mount is a reward that you've earned, which makes games more enjoyable for most people. All right, we are in danger country here. I'm gonna try to stick to the mountains. I don't. He's gonna be around like a tree or something. I just know it. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about being out in the open right here. I can't see in all directions at once. That's a huge hindrance. Okay, head on a swivel. If you get motion sickness, you might want to look away the next couple of encounters because I kind of have to have my head on a swivel. I don't even know if I want to fight here. Okay, maybe I just get out of here. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. I can't remember exactly where we saw him. And I didn't put a marker on him. I don't feel good about this. we might be... I want to get the item, then we can hearth out of here. Yeah, we just need to get one more item. I'm gonna come back down this way and fight these guys. This might be a little bit safer. No, this is like right where we saw him, isn't it? Oof. Oof. Alright, we got the item. Let's... Oh, I should skin... They got this crazy bear. Let's kill crazy bear. Let's get crazy bear taken care of. And then maybe we have time to skin, and then we can hearth out of here. One Son of Aragorn encounter is enough for one day. Thank you very much. We got some herbs. I don't know if I want to even go for them. I don't even know if I want to go for them. You know what, though? We shouldn't hearth out. Technically, we should try to get to the farm. Okay. Alright, alright. Technically, we should try to get to the farm. We should do that before we hearth out. I don't want to be in the trees. I want to get clear of the trees. You think I'm overcautious? Not in this case. Usually I'm not cautious at all. If I'm being cautious, it's because we're actually in danger of getting killed by an elite who's almost 10 levels higher than me. Like, we already almost got killed by him once. And he was right in this area. I'm being cautious because I saw a Son of Aragorn in this area. You know? That's the only reason I'm being cautious. Usually most people would say I'm not cautious enough. But given reason to be, I will be this cautious, and I will be this worried, because we were like one hit away from getting killed. If he had hit us at all, he would have stunned us, which means he would have hit us again, which means we'd be dead. Yeah, at level 16, you can't take a hit from a level 29 elite. Okay, that's not him. That's not him. It's okay. Yeah, you can't get hit by a 29 elite at this level. It's instant death, basically. So, yeah. Is the Elite NPC scan add-on cheating? I don't know. I don't really. I guess we can't consider any add-on as cheating. If we consider an add-on, we'll consider the Rested XP add-on as cheating, and we'll leave it at that. I think, though. You can slash target and if they're close, it'll find them. But the Son of Erigel has a really big patrol that he runs. He also spawns potentially in multiple places at once. So yeah, you could do like a slash who. And if you, oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Or slash target, sorry. Slash target, Son of Erigel. And if he's around the target, well, it'll target him, right? But just because you don't target him doesn't mean he's not going to walk up behind you while you're fighting. That's all. Basically, get a couple characters killed off in hardcore and then come back and ask me if I'm being too cautious. Alright, she wants us to go in here and fight a named guy. And, yeah, Ivar the Foul. How about you, buddy? You want to go take on Ivar the Foul? You look like you're going my way. Oh, this guy, he's like, nah. Okay, so if this guy pulls him, I'm not going to interfere, okay? Oh, you want a group now? Okay. I was going to say, if he pulls him and gets killed and he doesn't want a group, I'm not going to help out. Oh, is he outside? No. I don't want to fight those guys. I'm here for a purpose. Alex, that's a good idea, man. How would you get an invite? If you put your character name into chat, I can invite you. Or one of the officers could. But I'm relatively safe at the moment. Wait. What happened to 5-second respawns on named guys? Did they change something, or you know what I mean? Like for the past day we've been seeing them spawn instantly. This guy's not back. I wonder what's going on with that. Yeah, if you guys want invites to the guild, just shoot me your character name into chat, and either myself or one of the officers will be happy to toss you a G invite. Just need to have a character name. Yeah, this is weird. I guess they missed a couple. When they changed the spawn rate, I guess they missed a couple named guys. That's really all I can think of. And this guy's like way over there. I guess I could communicate with him. Nope. No time to communicate with him. I got some of you guys, but then I probably missed some of the others. And now I'm in combat with this guy. I gotta tell this guy he's up. There we go. You've got mail. I do have mail, yeah. I do have mail, Johnny. Is that the sword? It probably is. I don't know what else it would be. Okay, so we're good here. Everything's good. I think we can hearth back. Let's go ahead and hearth back. We'll check the mailbox. I still don't think I grabbed the flight point, so we can double check on that. Ooh, rage potions. Very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. What do we got? We got a sword upgrade. Spirit and strength, a bit more damage. Okay, okay. It's not quite as big. It's not quite as big. Bigger's not always better. Sometimes it's about the stats, okay? Bigger's not always better. We got some potions, much appreciated. I'll probably sell the little ones off, and then rage potions. I don't think that I've really ever used a rage potion. But yeah. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get these turned in. We do have an unspent talent point. I'm gonna go the second point and improve charge. It's just as big. Maybe it's a grower, not a shower. I don't know. Are we good here? No, we're not. A recipe for death turns in at the Undercity. Okay. I had defense and lion strength. Oh, I did not even see those. Okay, perfect. Excellent. I won't pop any today because I might... Yeah. Well, they would stay up even if I logged out, but I'll hold off on popping any of them. I am going to put us on a flight to the Undercity. I think for now we're done in Silverpine. I think we're done in Silverpine for now. I think now we go do the lower level stuff over in Orgrimmar. Yep, I think we go do the lower level stuff out of, sorry, Orgrimmar. Out of the Barrens, rather. Yeah, we'll do the Barrens, and then we'll kind of be bouncing back and forth, I think. But yeah, we'll be doing the Barrens tomorrow, guys. I am going to stop here for today. Thank you all so much for being here and for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. My son goes back to school tomorrow. It's amazing. And so we'll probably be streaming pretty early. And maybe we'll do a morning stream and an evening stream. Not really sure yet how that's going to play out. Maybe we do one long stream where I take a break in the middle of the day. But yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow, guys. Thank you all so much once again. And as always, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.